Hello, my Scorpio friends. This is Kristen Redman, Astrological Intuitive, and today we are going to talk about what is in store for your sun sign in 2019. And this is definitely a year where Jupiter did a lot last year in terms of bringing up things from the past and trying to heal and bring closure to you, but also trying to move you to the next phase into your life. This was a 12-year cycle of really trying to move you ahead and get you to where your soul needs to be. Jupiter is going to continue blessing you this year, but it's really focused on improving your financial situation. A lot that's happening for Scorpio this year has to do with the financial access in the chart. So there's a lot to look forward to with that. Now, the second house in astrology is all about money. Money, money, money. All things physical and tangible, and health falls into that, a little bit of health, but also the value that you hold for yourself, your self-worth. Anything that is held a value falls into that bucket of the 12th house. And, oh yeah, I forgot about that. What's going to be happening is that Mars is going to be transiting through there for you. See, Mars is the planet that instigates new things. It's like the shot of adrenaline that's needed to really get things going again. It's known as the engine in astrology, the engine planet. And I tell you what, the engine was stalled last year, big time, in the year before that, because it retrograded. And when that happened, it kind of put us all on pause and feel like the energy levels are gone, that we don't have that momentum to move forward. We don't have the drive to move forward. But now it's rocking and rolling, and I love that it's returned to its home sign. So it's basically hit a reset button on itself starting today on January 1st of 2019, and it's moving forward at full tilt. And where it's going to hit your house of finances and really invigorate that and turn that engine on full rev, or whatever they call it, those engine people, getting it moving at full tilt, is going to be November 8th of last year. Oh, yeah, yeah, exactly. That makes a lot of sense too, because we also have that Jupiter that's going to be going through that second house of yours as well. Not only do you have the engine coming back through and really trying to get rocking and rolling in there in this time frame, you also have that beneficial lucky planet Jupiter going through for the next year, November 8th to December 3rd of this year. Well, November 8th of 2018 to December 3rd of this year, having Jupiter go through that house of finances. So this is going to bring you many opportunities to improve that. I see new job offers. I see new opportunities. I see new chances to get a raise for the hard work that you've already put in at your job too. This is definitely a year where those things come to be. Now, January's eclipse is going to bring that into perspective and help you decide what it is you want to do. Do you want a new job? Do you want to ask for a raise? Do you want just a new opportunity? Do you want something to do on the side? Part-time job? Just a lucky break, like something out of nowhere. The January eclipse on the 6th, which is just coming up this week, is going to shed a little bit of light on that. Then again, the counterpart of it is on the 21st of January. Pay attention to what's happening in the days leading up to that and see what the universe is telling you, because they're going to be talking to you and helping you understand which way to go. Now, you also have a special little window because there's so much about finances for Scorpio this year, really trying to better your situation, that there are bonus windfall periods that I see. That's January 22nd, which just so happens to be at that time frame of that eclipse I was telling you. So January 22nd through the 26th, March 21st, this is a really good day. Let me tell you, for other signs that I've been doing readings for, I'm recognizing the trend that Uranus brings the unexpected on March 21st. So watch that. July 25th, September 25th through the 28th, and then November 13th through the 21st to 24th. That's the number. Those time frames are going to be lucky periods for you in terms of just random windfalls, maybe go get a scratch off or something along those lines, because the universe is behind you to bring money in. You just got to create those opportunities too and know when to act, right? That's the other part of it. But little side note thing, as I was writing this and I was thinking about, because the second house is all about our self-worth, and that got reassessed big time last year for you when Jupiter went through that first house of yourself and really taking inventory on who you are and what you want and what you'll stand and what you won't and all of those things. But I was told by my guides as I was writing this that the secret to wealth is knowing your value. So keep that in mind throughout this year, and then good things will immediately follow as well. So let's move past money. Let's go to the other side of Venus, which is the heart center planet. It's love and money. So let's go to love. Let's talk about that. So Uranus, okay, is going to be going through that 7th house of yours. This is an interesting planet. Uranus brings the unexpected through, and it shakes up the way that you relate with your mate to date. Got a rhyme there, right? But it does. It's coming through, and it's like this little red hot poker that's like, I need some change up in here, okay? Because this is an interesting cycle. Uranus moves so slow that it takes 80 years to go around the wheel. So it's never hit your house of marriage and partnerships. And as it does that, you want to create a partnership that's more authentic and genuine and to where you are now, okay? You're not necessarily wanting to work with them or just stay with the norm. You're ready to make it a little bit more your speed at this point. So what's interesting, they say the route to get to closer togetherness is through being alone. Weird, but it's true. So you may feel the need to disconnect, spend more time for yourself, putting that energy into yourself, recognizing what it is you do want moving forward, and then that helps you get closer to your partner. So that's absolutely okay. Now, another thing too, if you're not in a pre-existing relationship, this is definitely a time frame as Uranus transits that 7th house of marriage and partnerships for you for the next 7 to 8 years. Okay, it's a long time that puppy's going to be there, that it's going to create these random out of the blue opportunities for someone to come into that realm of your life, okay? Where there's a stronger period of time in 2019 for that to occur is in December, towards the latter half of the year. Now, we were talking about finances, and now I'm jumping back to it because it's just such a huge thing for you this year. These eclipses that we have, I talked a tiny bit about it. They're like a billboard from the universe that say, hey, you down there, this is going on and you need to pay attention to it, and we need to change this because it's got to go. It's got to go. That's what those eclipses tell us. They make it really obvious too. Like, they're not sugarcoating nothing. So we look to these eclipses as astrologers, and we realize that this is where new beginnings are working with that person's chart for them for the year. And for our Scorpio friends, where these eclipses that happen on January 6th, July 17th, and then again on December 26th, they're trying to usher in some new beginnings for you in your house of career. There is such a resurgence that's happening. I think what I've seen is that I see Scorpios that stay stuck in an area that they don't like, in a job that they don't like, because it's comfortable. You're a water sign and you like things that are just comfortable, and you'll stay in them even if they don't work for you anymore and you're getting just beat to heck in it. You'll stay there because you know what to expect and you don't want that change. Okay, this is the energy. These eclipses, they bring about events that happen that make it painfully obvious that the comfortableness is not worth the headache or the financial setbacks that happen as a result. Okay, so definitely energy is coming through. Not only do we have that, okay, we also have Mercury retrogrades that are going to be happening. That's the planet of the mind and how we communicate and how we talk. But it also creates the flow in life as well. When Mercury retrogrades, it's notorious a 3-week period for delays. Like, so you don't sign documents, you don't start something new, you wait until after that 3-week period to really start something new, because if you do, there'll be delays to it. What they're telling me is, as I look at this, these Mercury retrograde periods may create delays in the job, getting that job or what have you, and but it also may take on a theme of second chances that come back, where maybe a job was offered to you last year and it didn't go through. It'll come back again, or somewhere you interviewed for in the past, that job comes available again, and it's more lucrative this time around. So that's a wonderful thing as well to keep in mind. So now let's look at specific birthdays. Now, if your birthday's not in here, it doesn't mean that things that we talked about here aren't going to happen. This is general overall, definitely for all Scorpios. But to get more tuned in for your specific birthday, I highly recommend getting a reading. With an astrologer such as myself. I have a link below where I do my yearly special. I do like one special a year, and this is it, to start out the new year to better understand yourself and what the upcoming year has in store for you. The $77 special right down there. I do them in person, phone, Skype, FaceTime, whatever. Whatever works for my clients. I just love to help you understand, because there's so much we can learn about ourselves and our path from the blueprint that our charts are. So, but as a general rule here, we have certain birthdays and events that are going to be happening for them. So if your birthday is from November 4th through the 14th, Saturn out there in the sky is going to be working with that sun of yours. Side note, before I talk about this, those Mercury retrogrades are all going to be happening in water signs this year, one of which is going to be in your sign. A lot of reconfiguring how you think, but also how you let your emotions get in the way of that thought and communication process. So a lot of regeneration in that area too. But I thought of that because Saturn working with your sun for these people November 4th through the 14th, Saturn likes to stabilize things, and it likes to put new boundaries on certain things. So if you find that emotion usually takes over the conversation that you have, or it floods the mind and it fills the depression, Saturn's going to put some new parameters around that for you as well. Not only are you putting new parameters around for your own emotional health and your own well-being, but also for those around you and the people that take a lot from you as an empath. You're a water sign, so you're a natural empath, and you absorb the energies of others into your system as they take the good from you to sustain themselves. So this can be a year where you're able to really shore up those boundaries that you have for yourself and others. But Saturn also working with your sun may mean that you have additional responsibilities put onto you. So there may be more that come from work or just life, general demands that are put on you. But that's okay, because ultimately it's going to mature and grow you to where you need to be now, to really let go of that stuff permanently that you were letting go of last year. So if your birthday is November 7th through the 11th, we have the spiritual planet of Neptune, our watery Neptune, working with that watery Scorpio sun of yours. And this is a year of spiritual reboot. That is the theme of 2019 for you. Getting in touch with the essence of God, how you see God in your life and your faith and your spiritual connection with the other realms. Your dreams are going to be very strong this year. And you have a special spiritual network that's coming in, that's intended to come in at this point in your life, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime type energy, and they're here to help you process those things you're ready to let go of and welcome in the new and amazing opportunities that are trying to come through. So that's a wonderful energy. If your birthday is November 13th through the 16th, Pluto out there in the sky is going to be working with your sun. Now, this means, see, Pluto is the planet of major transformations. That cocoon to the butterfly story is what Pluto embodies. And for it to work with your sun in such a harmonious way, 2019 is set to be a very positive and profoundly changing year in your life. Life situations that happen are going to encourage you to draw on your immense amount of strength. Okay, you have a lot of it in there. You've dealt with a lot. You've come into this life as a Scorpio to deal with a lot. Okay, and a lot of it falls into those dark categories that most people don't want to tread, and that's death and loss and addiction and crisis and trauma and depression. And that unfortunately is the sad part of the hard part of being a Scorpio, is that you have to deal with those things, but ultimately you show others how you emerge from the ashes of these tragedies and move forward. And this is a year where this is the phoenix rising from the ashes as a result in releasing the past. So that's just a general overall view. Please reach out to me if you'd like to have a reading. I would love to help you better understand your chart and yourself and your path. But also, please subscribe below, follow my videos. I do weekly videos to let you know what's happening in the skies every week and how it's impacting us down here on good old planet Earth. And follow me on Facebook for updates and spiritual insights and tidbits as well. So I thank you so much, and I wish you a wonderful, prosperous 2019. Thank you.